La Casa Land.
Oh,
And I don't really care what people say. I don't
Mary
watch
Yingling.
What them do. What if Sean Paul was Santa Claus?
What if
That'd
Sean
be
Paul was
sick, bro.
Yingling?
He was like, I got you your motherfucking present till you go. That was a bad Sean Paul.
Yeah,
impression.
man, that was a. Very,
And I do a good Sean Paul.
You
but that
sound
was
like
just
what they did
terrible.
for Arab Money.
Do you?
Yo, Arab Money is a was that
Yo,
legal? Was that song legal? To
I don't think we
They went,
could. I was really gonna question if we were able to actually like do that, but you just did it. So
Arab
Yo,
Money.
we were talking about that last time. It's crazy. It really starts with the song like, yes, we're back in the most amazing way.
In the most amazing way.
It's like, are you?
It's funny because
Let me
they
introduce you to the new
heard
talk.
that beat and they're like, all right, we got this.
Yeah.
The funniest part, read a good point, because it literally go, let me introduce y'all to the new talk. I'm like, whoa, that's the new talk, bro? Holy shit.
Yeah, I really don't know what they were thinking.
Was the guy
not
that
the
did?
best look.
Was that the hook? Or
That was literally the hook.
we getting Arab Money.
was that guy
breakdown
featured?
into
Was
the-
that guy featured for the song? Whoever did it?
Yeah,
That was Rob Brown.
Ron Browns
Yeah?
and Busta Rhymes.
And then-
What happened to Rob Browns?
I have a feeling that he may have made an appearance on a Love and Hip Hop season.
Damn,
I'm not
that's
sure.
sad.
I don't know where he's at. I really
Getting
don't.
on Love and Hip Hop or like those Real Housewives shows is kind of like the end of the road for your career.
Or
right?
it could be the launch
Or the
pad.
beginning of the new career.
Yes, sure. Shouts to Cardi B, man.
Remember those shows that used to be like on VH1? It was like Celebrity Rehab or whatever, and it was like a bunch of like B-list
Oh,
stars.
those are terrible.
The Surreal Life.
They had a nigga from Crazy Town on that shit.
And they had Vanilla Ice on that shit. He was crazy.
Yeah,
Vanilla Ice was crazy.
I remember the Vanilla Ice being on there. He's in a metal band now, right?
He's
I
doing
think he
Home
was in a-
Improvement
I-
now.
I think he was in a metal band even back in the day too.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he's doing like Home Improvement series on one of those home channels, and like it's like on I think double-digit seasons right now. Like it's
Oh.
huge for him.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
keep it real with y'all. I never really thought we would ever talk about Vanilla Ice on this podcast before.
Ironically, I was
real with y'all.
reading an article. It was like Vanilla Ice running back damn near his whole entryway into hip hop, and then who the guy he is now.
Is he an
If
official
you fuck
hip
with me
hopper?
on Twitter, I will link you to it. I will post it.
Is he an official hip hopper or is he a poser?
He's kind of out the game now, but he was really about the shit.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying before.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
did
yeah,
introduce hip-hop?
he was going to the black clubs, like in Texas, and like they DJs talking about he was the only white guy in there, and he was going off,
Imagine walking into
dancing
the
his
club,
ass off.
Houston, Texas, big booty bitches, lean, other niggas in there. Yo, it's the vibe, the atmosphere, the fog.
This
and
is
then
Texas.
through the crowd, you see
An alabaster gentleman.
Vanilla Ice with the fade and the pompadour and the motherfucking windbreaker with no shirt underneath.
This is getting
Vanilla
jiggy,
Ice,
bro.
He looks like the star in the Goofy movie. I forget who's the
Oh,
one that's like,
yeah.
Which is funny because wasn't he supposed to be Prince? That character
believe
is
so.
supposed to be based off of Prince, right?
Right.
You just watched a Goofy movie recently.
Yes.
Really?
Can you please tell us about your experience watching a Goofy movie as an older man? I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Oh man, it's a
Sorry, Cameron. I will be back, folks. This is my second beer spill of the series.
hang on.
All right, we'll be right back with 89's review of a Goofy movie. BRB.
Reed spills the beer part 2.
That's a wet ass desk.
That's a WAD.
Pour that beer on the desk.
That's a wet ass desk. Now, 89, what was your opinion about the Goofy movie?
Goofy movie still holds up. That principal, think he was a little racist.
Oh, what made you think he was a
No,
little
because
racist?
there's a point where the way that he was like describing Max, where he's like calling like a gang member.
He called him a gang member?
Yes, they use like gang as a gang member. Like
There's a Disney movie with the word gang member in it?
I feel like
That's like when the
Although
principal,
Disney's gone past that
when the
before, right?
principal calls up like Goofy at his job, and he starts giving the whole breakdown of what Max has done, and he's like over exaggerating the shit, and he starts talking about like this. He's moving and dressing like a gang member, and then he's like gang member.
What are they trying to say?
Is Goofy movie the one where he goes to college, or that's an extreme Goofy
That's
movie?
the
right?
extremely
Okay,
Goofy.
word.
Also,
I love
is
that
Goofy
one.
black?
I believe so.
I'd say so. I don't know why.
I feel like Mickey Italian.
No, Mickey's from Boston.
I feel like wasn't
Boston.
That makes you feel like I'm from Boston?
Actually, I don't know why. But
That sounds like an
it's kind of
Italian.
look. He looks like he's in a picture at the bar, like with all his boys.
I mean, Walt Disney was racist, right? Isn't that?
Oh, he was an anti-Semite.
Oh,
He just hated the
same,
Jews. But like mad people back then hated the Jews. So, you know, he was just being one of them.
He was just down with the gang.
Fucking asshole.
He was one of the boys.
Dude, if Walt Disney's brain is really motherfucking frozen, I hope whenever they try to unfreeze it, it doesn't work. So they're like, oh, so what do we like do with it now? Like, it's fucking Walt Disney. Sometimes, like, people look at him as like you know, he is a great creative, imaginative mind, but he was also like a business dude. He was just like, yeah, we're gonna make Disney World because it's gonna make us more money.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
And racism was kind of just part of the bag. Because, like, what? Like, oh, yeah, the black people just got a whole bunch of money during his time to go to fucking theme parks. Nah, it's different time.
Have you guys ever been to Disney?
Walt was about his money.
Have you guys been to Disney World or Disneyland?
Yeah.
Nope.
I've never been to Florida.
Nope.
You ever been to Florida?
Never.
Never been on a plane.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do know that about you. Where's the first plane ride you're going to?
I assume it's probably gonna be like some shit, either Cali or somewhere in
Cali.
Europe.
Yeah, word up.
I feel
Yo,
that.
Cam, as soon as this coronavirus over, shit's over, you gotta experience a plane, bro. Are you afraid of planes, or you just never been?
No, I don't care. It's not that. I just never had the proper. Even though like I never had like the opportunity. Even though I could make the opportunity.
Yeah, you could just
but like
go
it just
on
never
vacation.
like nothing ever really like timing wise.
Compelled you.
Yeah.
There's things that. Oh, sorry.
No, that was it.
There's things like when I was riding as a kid, and you guys know how I am now with heights, or just the scale of things rather. Not so much heights, just like perceptions. I remember some shit that would probably be like, ooh, like now when I was a kid, like looking out to your right, it's actually like this. Like you're
Oh,
looking
you're like turned.
You're like
That's
kind of
so-
like on a downward angle. So when you turn to the right, you're looking almost down. Like that shit's
Alternatively,
I love that shit.
the thing that kind of freaks me out is not when I'm on the plane. It's like when I'm watching like footage or something of planes, just like regular commercial like passenger planes, like going places. And when I see them take those wide cascading turns, and I'm like, y'all be doing that when I'm on the plane? It's like y'all be turning like that while I'm in there? What the fuck is wrong with you
The
guys,
pilot's
bro?
just be in the cockpit like, yo, let's fuck with these
Yo,
guys.
let's turn.
They flip like 3 switches. The plane just goes upside down and shit.
Listen, last time I went to fucking Florida, there was a giant storm over Orlando, so we had to circle around the airport for like 30 minutes until the storm went away, which is fucking weird, man. Like, I've heard stuff like that before happen, but I've never experienced it. And like, I don't really get anxious on planes. Like, I was on Spirit that time, and it was a terrible, terrible experience, and it was like the worst, most uncomfortable plane I've ever been on.
I have no
but-
complaints about Spirit.
How many fights?
There was none, thankfully. But I don't know. I just felt like I was like on a bus that was in the sky instead of like in a plane. You know what I mean?
Oh, you were on the Sky Bus?
I was on a sky bus, dude. But they were circling around, and I never get anxious on planes really. But there was something about the fact that they were just like, yeah, we don't know how long we're gonna be circling around the storm. We're just waiting for us to settle down. Where I was just like, yo, like, I'm gonna need y'all to like land soon, because y'all telling me that y'all just like
yeah.
spinning around the block waiting for some parking. And that'll work in the sky. Like, we're in the sky right now. I'm gonna try to get to the
It's
ground.
gonna give me a
the
brief
pilot's
ET.
like, yeah, this is some everyday shit, man.
Yeah, bro. It's just like there's no parking, bro. We gotta wait for something to go. Like, I'm sorry, this is a storm or some shit. Yeah, fuck that shit.
Was Spirit the one that came under fire for something in the last year or so?
Spirit
Everything.
is like the fucking. It's like they slingshot you from state to state.
And I land safely every time.
Yeah, so they go. Listen, Spirit is super duper fucking cheap. You can
Yes.
you can get to Orlando from Jersey for like $75. You get to California for like $150 or $200. It's not how much a plane ticket to those places is supposed to cost.
No.
It's just not. So it kind of makes you wonder, what's going on here that I can get across the country
They
for
cut in
$150?
corners, bro. They cut in corners.
But what kind of corners are you allowed to cut in a plane?
Maybe it's
Yo,
just that like.
how many Spirit commercials you seen?
Oh,
Let's see the money on the marketing, perhaps.
Exactly, true. But it's all word. Everybody know about Spirit. Everybody talking about damn Spirit. When's the last time you heard someone really have a conversation about some JetBlue? But JetBlue got a lot of commercials out there.
89 brings up a good point.
It's free advertising.
So you
People
think
are the marketing.
they try to act like the worst?
So
to
people
get
can just talk about them.
And then they, wow.
I'm not gonna lie, like when you go to the airline or when you go to the airport and you're looking for your airline and you're like walking past like United Airlines, JetBlue, Delta, you go all the way down and you get to Spirit, it looks like you just showed up at like the dingy motel subway, like that's like hasn't been attended to in mad long. Like it's like a dull yellow sign that says Spirit that's like buzzing on and off, and you're like,
yeah.
ugh.
And that's if it's like
Yeah.
you're going to a motel where it's like, oh, I might want to sleep with my clothes on. With a plane, it's like, oh, Oh God, I'm
Oh
going
God,
to the sky
you're
in
sending
that.
me 30,000 feet up in the air right now. Yeah.
But I know. I mean, sometimes the fear factor is what gets it going. Because like, there's this bus that goes from, I think it's only from New York Chinatown to Boston Chinatown, and
Town bus.
or just somewhere in Boston. But that shit goes.
I like the Chinatown.
that
idea.
brings me. That actually brings up a sort of sidebar tangent. Yo, is there a Chinatown in every big city?
I don't know, but there's a lot of them.
Because
I don't know about every big city.
I remember growing up and like obviously you see Chinatown driving through the city. Well, I did a lot growing up. You like drive through Chinatown or whatever. And I remember, and then I'd see like a movie that's like takes place in like San Francisco or like LA or whatever. And we're like, he went to Chinatown. I'm like,
Yeah, nah,
so
but
that
yo,
nigga
but-
went across the country
Yeah,
to New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, shit, but those are like hubs, like coastal hubs have the Chinatowns.
I was gonna
feel like.
say. I don't know if we learned in
Like,
history
but
class.
I've never been to Florida, so maybe like Orlando or fucking Miami.
I feel like
have
there's not a
Chinatown.
lot of Asian people in Florida for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if I can confirm or deny that whatsoever, but it doesn't seem right.
Before I continue with the
Just say what you were thinking.
Just-
exactly.
See what the-
Well, this is something from earlier too. Is Donald? He could be anything, but is Donald Duck Russian or Polish?
I was with you with Russian,
Nah.
and then you said Polish.
I don't. And
I like
again, I don't know.
Polish.
Much like Goofy, I don't know why I think that of him being Polish, but like of Donald Duck being Polish.
I
But
think maybe because I worked with a Polish person who complained a lot, and I think about Donald Duck. I'm like,
He does.
Donald
Yeah,
Duck is
that's-
German.
German.
It's like the hat and the sailor suit. He's like a little Matilda going to school. But he never took it off.
We said Mickey's American, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Mickey's he's
It's Italian.
I feel like Mickey's from fucking Jersey, bro.
Goofy's from Canada.
Oh, Mickey.
I feel like none of this is true.
No, not at all. These are fucking
Oh,
cartoon
right.
characters, dude. They don't. It's like when like people get mad at anime movies or whatever when they do live action and they cast like a white person or whatever, and I'm just like, I feel you for being upset. I guess you wanted Goku to be Asian, but Goku is a Saiyan from another planet. That's an alien. He not nothing. His skin. All you gotta do is match the skin color. You know what I mean?
Is there Dark Saiyans though? I thought there's Dark Saiyans, right?
I'm sure.
Right?
I don't know
I
if
feel
it's
like-
canon. Like, and there's a movie called Tree of Might where Turles he looks identical to Goku, but he has like fucking kind of darker skin, but only because he's kind of evil. So I don't know what that's really trying to say. If the darker means that you're evil, like, look, he looks identical to Goku. He just got like a real good tan going on. You know what I mean?
My man look like,
I mean, they came out with Black Goku,
yeah, but
and he wasn't, or Goku
wasn't-
Black,
he
and he wasn't
wasn't
black.
black.
He was just the black in his name translated to evil, which, if you think
Yeah.
about it long enough, could really rub you the wrong way. You're
Well,
like Goku Black, Goku
wasn't there
evil. What?
wasn't there some instances that were kind of like in when they translated to English?
Oh, it was super weird.
because they
like,
called him Black as a nickname.
it was the fan subs. It would like it wasn't like the official dub or the sub, but it would be like attack him. He's black, and it'd be like, I don't think that's really what you meant to say, but I
You just throw
understand.
in like
what
the
you meant.
translator automatically, like I'll
Yeah,
wrap it up for the whole episode.
Oh God.
Speaking of
Bastards.
Black Goku, so the Chinatown bus, I think from Boston, it's supposed to be like 6 or not 7 hours, but probably something like 6. But this bus gets you there in like somewhere in the ballpark of 4.
Ooh.
And that thing was like fucking plummeting down the highway, a bus.
Yeah. I mean,
And
now
we got-
there's those jitney buses and those like dollar
the
buses, the bolts in New York
yeah,
City.
I took a bus from I think to Rhode Island from what's the bus station? Port Authority.
Or from Port Authority.
Yeah, I went from Port Authority to we did go to Boston.
Did
And
you
it got
take
me
that?
there-
You took that bus to go see Tori?
Yes.
Nice. I remember when we did that.
I took a bus
Yeah.
from Michigan.
Yeah, I went with
Damn.
John.
Whoa, holy
Yeah.
shit! That's
Went to Notre Dame.
whoa.
to watch
I
football
remember
games.
that,
From,
yeah.
from where? From Newark or
From
Port Authority?
somewhere in Jersey. Because I was going with my grandmother. We went out there.
When I used to live in Jersey City, instead of like driving right to the city, even though it was kind of short, like parking out there used to suck growing up. We used to drive to the bus station in Newark and then take the bus from drive to the bus station in Jersey City and then take the bus from Jersey City to New York, and that ride would be like 20 minutes. So like that, I guess that would grow. I don't know. Sometimes growing up in New Jersey, you're just like, oh, New York, like it's so close, but it's also like a different state. and then you drive to New York and you're like, I definitely just got to New York in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Like that was fucking crazy.
Right.
Like even people commuting on trains. It's
Yeah,
like,
true.
Like, it ain't that hard.
Yeah.
Getting on a train, you get to New York in like no time from here.
Yeah, I was gonna
45
say.
minutes.
Yeah.
And I think you can still kind of do it, but like in terms of just total reliability, I think the thing that I missed the most from before COVID, besides the movie theater and all you can eat sushi buffets,
It's Black Goku.
yeah, well, he's always with us.
R.I.P. sushi buffets, by the way.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
dude.
probably
Buffets.
buffets.
Yeah, holy shit.
Those
huh?
are probably
They're done.
forever.
They're donezo, bro.
Unless like someone post-COVID
Oh, wait.
feels like investing in a buffet.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
all
gonna
you
be
can-
it's gonna be cafeteria style. Like they're gonna end up making the portions for you.
Well, it's kind of how they do it at some places. Like Makoto has that, where you get like you write out a little sheet and they give you that
Oh,
as
right.
you go.
Well,
But
you
you're
are
right.
you are talking about a sushi buffet. I'm talking about like a
Going up and grabbing
like
stuff.
a buffet. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. There's so much that's like it was already kind of gross. Now you have to think about it. Like, okay, what can we just nix?
I was just talking
yeah,
about
it's
that
already not
yesterday.
enough.
Imagine dude, like I'll be looking the other day I was like, you know how you fall into like a YouTube rabbit hole of like some random shit? I was watching fucking roller coaster videos for some reason.
Nice.
And like
Send me a link.
I was watching the grand openings of different roller coasters at Great Adventure, and I was just like, damn, that's a lot of people like just bunched
Packed
together,
up,
just
yeah.
like literally just on each other. I'm like, yeah, maybe those are some things we could learn from this experience. Looking back, even when like the shit goes away, you're like, maybe we shouldn't be 500 stacked on top of each other. I'm sure a nice percentage of these people are sick.
But I want to
Yeah.
ride.
Just regularly have
I
a
want to
cold.
ride the roller coaster. I want to ride El Toro.
I
I
just
gotta
gotta-
get in line.
Maybe if I don't want to get sick, I just have to invest in the fast pass every single time. It's like, damn, I gotta cut in line.
Fast pass mech suit in your set.
A mech suit?
Yeah, the mech suit's for it'll inject vitamins into your
I don't know.
arteries.
I don't know why when I thought mech suit, I thought giant.
Larger.
I thought like a giant robot.
That couldn't hurt.
What at Six Flags?
Just for everything.
Yeah.
The fast pass.
If
for
you got
Six
a mech
Flags.
suit, you
Mech
don't
is
need
for-
roller coasters.
It's funny you bring up mech suit because I was thinking when we're talking about planes and stuff, I was like, I feel like the first time I'm going to fly is just like when I'm able to either drive my car and fly or like
That's
just
cool.
be able to fly in a mech
Damn,
suit.
what?
Yo, you
God.
should get a pilot's
Yo,
license.
that's an opportunity. They're just like, yo,
I
here's
feel
a
like
mech
that's
suit.
not that soon, bro.
It might be.
For you to just be like, yeah, bro, we're gonna fucking
Realistically,
get a
yeah.
jetpack over there.
Realistically, yeah, I'll be on a plane before that. But
However,
I feel like in 20 years, I was thinking like I could probably just fly, you know? Because I was thinking what like when we're talking about how Spirit sucks, it's like you can just fly yourself, you know? Eventually.
like literally fly yourself.
But then you said the sky bus, and I was like, this shit,
wild.
we're totally gonna come to this type of shit soon.
Do you guys
Like,
know how many planes are usually, or what's the guess of how many planes are in the sky at one time?
At one time.
Right now, it's way less than
in the
average.
entire.
Yeah, how many planes are in the sky like at one time? Do you
I feel like
think?
1,000.
Worldwide, it's gonna be.
2,000.
I'm gonna go.
2,000?
I'm gonna go.
I have the number.
I'm gonna go 3,025.
Ooh, you're playing Prices Right rules.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I'm gonna go 1,100.
1,100.
3,025.
2,200.
It's 5,000 planes.
Oh my
Jesus.
goodness.
I'm coming
And
down.
that's
Right
terrifying,
now, that's
right?
right now.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, we
Right
add
now.
our answers
what's-
together.
At one time.
Oh God.
The,
Is that-
the average of I'll read
That's the
the
average?
Google prompt. That one was from August 2020.
Damn,
I
that
feel like
was
it's like low.
August.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That should
pretty
be-
scary,
That should be
dude.
low then.
Isn't that? Yeah, that's fucked up.
Nah, yo, people was really feeling themselves. They thought they was really gonna be.
Yo,
COVID.
look at this picture, bro. Oh my God, those are all the planes that are in the sky at one time. All the yellow.
Holy crap.
And they don't crash.
Dude, they don't crash.
Well, I mean, I guess we're not understanding how big Earth is compared to the planes.
Yeah, I feel like the
so-
sky, the atmosphere traffic is a lot less condensed than
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
one.
no,
even
nine.
like when it's 5,000.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
your
There's
plane
5,000.
had-
You go through 5,000 cars driving down 109.
Yeah, your whole plane had time like to spin the block.
Yeah, bro. You
To
got,
find a parking spot.
bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. My plane was circling around the block by itself. There wasn't
Wait
even.
till there's like mech suits where you could fly, and then cars can
Then-
fly. There's be
no,
way more.
That's why we can't have that because
Air pollution's gonna be fucked.
like pilots aren't us.
All right, so listen,
Wait, who's to say?
But they're way higher.
I know terrible drivers.
They're way higher, so you know.
listen. We'll talk about how garbage it is in a second, but I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk and I've been
Pretty much
enjoying
same
it.
thing. They got flying cars, right?
They have flying cars. They also have cybernetic like implants. You can go to these things called Ripper docs, which are pretty much like different doctors that will give you like a grenade arm, or like
Fuck yeah,
they can
dude.
update your OS.
Didn't you say
your-
it hurts you?
What was that?
You said something the other day, like using it hurts you. Like you can hurt yourself using like one of your grenade
Oh
arms.
yeah. Like the grenade arm that you have, you're not impervious to it. So like if you're hiding behind like cover and there's like something too close to you, if it hits you and the blast hits you, you'll also die from it. But what I was gonna ask is, what cybernetic implants would you guys give yourself in like a cyberpunk type of place? They have like mantis blades. So there's like these 2 blades that come out of your arms and you can fucking fuck shit up. There's double jump. Like so, but it's like they call it like reinforced ankles or something, so you could jump twice in midair. Like, would you give yourselves like an athletic
You have to go
modification?
Would you go with one?
You can do whatever the fuck you want. You
I
can
mean,
buy as
the
anything you
one, I would go for like a auto aim kind of type thing.
Ooh,
I feel like that'd be cool, like an eye or like a scanning type thing, so you can at least analyze.
So
shit
kind of like
quicker.
that, like you have like a HUD.
Yeah,
like
get a
heads-up
HUD
display in
and
your
auto
eye.
aim, all that type of shit.
I feel that. I think I would get like you guys remember like in all those cartoons how they'd have like the jetpack shoes, like
Yeah.
they'd run, or like Shadow had it in Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh yeah, on the back
Where
of the
like he
shoes.
start running and then like his shoes would
Rocket
start gliding.
shoes.
Yeah, dude. It's
I'll get a.
awesome,
I
bro.
think
What would you get?
this Astro Boy. No, I wouldn't get Astro Boy. That's what you. I would get. I think like not an exoskeleton, but an actual like titanium skeleton or some kind of.
Ooh, so you do like the adamantium Wolverine type shit?
Yes.
Oh, I feel that.
And I would have one blade. It just bursts out of here.
Your neck?
What?
Neck
I didn't
blade?
think that through.
How
No.
would you? What would you do with titanium skeleton? Would you change the way you live? Like, would you do things?
I feel really
Like you had
mad
it-
reckless, get
I-
hit by cars.
I think I would start off trying to do good, and then when the public hates me, much like Frankenstein, everybody's going down.
Oh my god, bro!
Merry Christmas.
And Reed's stuck up in the fucking studio. There's people with pitchforks and shit. He's just up here with his titanium skeleton. Come and get me, motherfucker.
I did just refer to this studio. It's up on the 3rd floor of this place. I forget who I was talking to the other day. This is definitely.
You're just giving away our
Like-
coordinates.
Yeah,
I said it's a 3rd floor.
the address is.
No, don't do that part.
I see a red light outside.
Fuck.
But it's definitely like when I was, especially during quarantine, when I'd be smoking here and just doing whatever. I was just having a good time with myself, and I spent a lot of time laughing at myself, slowly going mad. So this is definitely my mad tower in a lot of ways. Like if I'm not doing something stimulated with the group, it's too easy to be like,
The fact that you called it a mad tower makes way more sense of how I feel when I'm in here.
right?
You know what I mean? I feel like I'm in an insane person's home.
Oh yeah, literally.
The heat rises.
I came in here and I broke Reed's holiday decorations with weed.
Yeah.
Literally before the show.
It's okay, it got fixed.
Just want to do things right away.
Whoa,
when you come in
dude.
here.
If that is any sort of indication of what it's gonna be like when we get a bong in here, fuck, that was a big bull rip.
Big rips.
Oh, big rip. Welcome to Rip City, my guys. Okay, by the way, guys, hey, what's going on?
Who are you?
Yeah.
What's up? We're probably like 30 minutes, like 20 minutes into the podcast, and we like just started talking about random shit.
Oh,
wanna
hey,
hack her
hello.
fingers.
What happened?
I want a hacker finger.
What would a hacker finger do? Is it like a USB?
Yeah.
No, he said wants to
Where I go-
hack her finger.
Oh, you want to hack her finger? You want to hack her finger off?
No, that's not really
That sounds like a candy bar.
like I could do that now.
Hacker finger.
That's fucking dark. All right, but tell me about your hacker finger, dude.
I could sit there and I could hack into a different type of technology.
So,
USB ports.
but but your finger has to do it.
Yes.
Do you
You
mean
can't.
Yeah, no,
It's not like,
no, you're like my fingertip gonna open up
Ooh.
and then gonna have different type of shit that fits in different type of ports.
I gotta be honest. I feel like that technology is a little obsolete, bro. You don't have like wireless.
No, I was gonna
You
say
don't got Wi-Fi on your finger.
you also got to get
Nah,
like
bro,
you know how the
shoot,
credit cards
motherfuckers
got
track
that tap shit.
I ain't trying to motherfucker get my IP address like that.
You know how credit cards got that tap shit now.
Oh yeah.
You got pretty much you get that in there too. So you can just
Oh, so
tap
all you gotta do
into
is walk
things,
over and just be like,
tap into
See,
things, tap into a phone.
Also, that is his new name. He goes by Bone Chiller, but his actual name is Hacker Finger Off.
there's like spoiler alert for Cyberpunk, but fucking whatever. There's a part in the game where there's like a thing like a shard or like I guess it's like a USB that you implant into yourself. It's called Soul Killer, which is
Soul
so
Killer.
right.
That sounds
But
crazy.
as soon as they mention it, they make fun of the name.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
like,
of course.
yeah, who the fuck made that name up? I mean, it's like, haha, it's kind of cool. They're using like the corny cyberpunk lore shit, but like they're talking about like, yeah, who made that up in
What's-
the 80s or something?
What's that villain's name from Jessica? Was it Jessica Jones? Fucking
Oh, the fucking purple.
Was it Gravedigger or it was some shit like that?
That's close.
Kilgrave.
Kilgrave.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah. That is a super villain name.
Yeah.
That's intense, dude.
Yeah,
Your name like that? Like, I'm not fucking with that person
That motherfucker
whatsoever.
wore purple. Yeah.
Yes.
He used to be Doctor Who.
I heard Cyberpunk doesn't exist anymore.
Bro,
You're still
alright.
playing it though, right?
I'll still talk about. I'll tell you guys how my week's been going. I've been playing a lot of video games. I started streaming again on Twitch. Follow me at Kohai Wonder Guy on Twitch. You already know.
Hey.
I've been loving Cyberpunk. I beat the main story a little too fast. It was a little short. And it's super buggy, like super buggy. Last week I said there was like some bugs. There's a ton of fucking bugs, even in my experience. And I'm playing it on my computer, but I find bugs every single time I play the game. Every time for sure. Like I said, last week there was none that was game breaking, but I ran into like 2 this weekend that were like I was driving into an underpass where like there was a garage, and the floor disappeared, and I just fell into nothing, and the game had to load and restart me somewhere else, and I was like, what the fuck was that? Literally, what was that?
Was that the worst one you've had yet? And if not, what is?
I think that was the worst one in terms of like technicality, because it's the one that like it stopped the game. It was like, yo, we gotta
Right.
stop the game, we gotta start again. Other than that, I've had like weird glitches where like I can't jump. Like jump just won't work, or I can't sprint. Like randomly, like it just won't work. So I'll be like, I guess I'm gonna load a save because I can't do one of the mobility options. It's super weird. Or like I'll switch to a weapon and my hands will be out like I'm holding the weapon, but the weapon won't be there. And I'm like, this game, how did you release this? Which is what,
It's because they felt like they had to?
well, apparently, according to them,
They could have pushed it back.
according to a lot of people, the executives didn't want to push it back. They pushed it back. It was supposed to come out in April this
Yeah, I
year,
know.
remember? And then it got pushed to October, and then it got pushed from October like 2 weeks before it came out. They pushed it back again, and I guess the developers aren't done with it. They were not done with it. They had like a shareholder meeting, and they were like, yo, this is your guys' fault. We are very vocal about how the fact that this game isn't open. There's even a lot of weird stuff inside the game that is kind of telling you that the game's not done. Like, there's like a ton of graffiti all around the city that says broken.
What?
And everyone is like,
That's
gotta
kinda
be some
wild,
developers.
dude.
There's like these weird, you know how when you play RPGs, you'll pick up like a scroll or something and it gives you like some lore from the game. There's one that's a review for a game in the Cyberpunk in world, and it's all about how the developers probably rushed this game out. It's super incomplete. It's not finished. All these expectations that were promised aren't in there. It's like in this little in-game thing, and you're like, this is a little meta, like slightly on the nose here.
Self-awareness, man.
I don't think I've ever experienced the game get taken off of the Sony and Microsoft store like that.
And the only thing I can think of being taken off like that would be, and not even in that scale, would be PT.
Right, and that's a teaser.
Yeah,
that's
even
a
then.
demo. You know what I mean? That game is like it was technically like an hour-long game or something. It's not really a game.
Yeah, not even.
Right. So like, Tyler made a good point. Shout out to T. He made a good point in saying that when CD Projekt Red came out and they were like, Sony's gonna issue you a refund. Sony was like, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They were like, what refund? We never said anything about a refund. You guys didn't talk to us about a refund. What are you talking about? So I think that was like, Sony delisting the game is them being like, we're going to take your game off. We're going to refund them because you fucked our customers over. So we're going to give them their money back. But also, we're not going to even give them fucking access to your shit until you fix it. Which is like, that's a big balls ass thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I can only imagine how much money CD Projekt Red has been losing in the last few days of that game being unpurchasable on Sony and Microsoft. You cannot buy the game digitally. Like, that's crazy in 2020. Like,
I wonder if it's going to become a rare thing, like if you can buy the game physically now. Or we can even do that because
I
so
think
many
you
of
can
these
still buy it
games-
physically.
Like, I know they have
Yeah.
updates or patches or stuff that's directly linked the second you put your game in. So I didn't even know if it would shut it down.
Another thing I was just saying yesterday was like, so to the people who haven't been able to get Cyberpunk or they wanted to get it for Christmas or something, they just can't. Like, if they can't go to a store to buy it, like, I feel like it's kind of an OD ass move on Sony's part. Like, I feel like they could have just maybe I get it though. They want to like put them on timeout.
Yeah. Well, it's also because you don't want people. Because I saw there was people mad, like they got their refund, but then they didn't have access to the game. They're like, "Well, I still want to play the game," and I'm like,
no, you just got refunded.
"You got
for
refunded,"
something.
and that's what Sony.
Yeah.
I think that's how Sony made sure that was the case. Like, if we're giving out refunds, no one's fucking playing this game
because we don't want to give out any
digitally.
more refunds. Yeah.
Like if you're playing this game on our system, it's only because you have it physically right now.
Yeah, it makes sense. CD Projekt Red even put out some weird ass like language in like their second thing where they were just like at one point they were like, if you can get a refund if you are not willing to wait for updates. And it was just like, listen, y'all fucked up.
Yeah.
It was just like, y'all fucked up. Let's not
You need to do all
let's
that.
not sit here and paint me impatient because the game that I've waited for 8 years for it is breaking like a PlayStation 3 game. You know what I mean? But I still think it's mad fun. I love it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think it's
totally.
fucking great.
I feel
Reed, you
that
saw
way with-
some footage of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody play it.
And I saw like everything you're talking about. It was a lot of fun. It was very interactive.
Yeah.
It was very gloppy at times.
Yeah, it was fucking weird. It was
Gloppy.
definitely got some weird shit to it.
What were your I was gonna say like in a similar sense, Battlefront 2 has a lot of bullshit surrounding it, but I had fun with it, luckily. But there's times you're playing, and you're like, oh man, it could have been a different game.
Yeah.
Even with that, they updated it for years, and the second it was really rolling on all the updates, it's like, and we're done.
And we're done.
Like everything's cut off.
I mean, people are kind of learning that you can't, because a lot of people are taking advantage that you could update the game at any time with Wi-Fi now and shit
Yeah.
like
They
that.
take advantage of the
They take-
pre-orders.
Yeah,
bro.
and they take advantage of that too. And it's just like now they're learning, like, no, you have to have a finished product before you
Bro,
deliver.
I wish they were really learning
Yeah,
it to
now
put
they
it
are.
out because this is just crazy. Like
Pre-orders used
that's
to be fun.
That's why they tell you not to pre-order games because you put out a giant pre-order, everyone's so hyped on the game, so excited for it, and then the announcement comes up: Cyberpunk 2077, most pre-orders of all time. I don't know if that's true, but like hypothetically, right? 5 million people pre-order the game. How much money have you made on the game already? In the promise that the game is exactly what you want to deliver. And then it comes out and you don't have to worry about making so much money in the game because people bought it before it existed. That's like a weird loop that they have gotten us in. How many times like there's a new game come out, he's like, I'm gonna just pre-order that shit. It looks dope. Instead of like waiting for it to come out
Yeah.
and people playing it and then really knowing if it's fucking any good or not. You know what I mean?
But in an era when there was not as much of an update to it, like I feel like it was a little bit more drive to at least put the game out. Because I don't remember ever feeling that way. I mean, maybe I just got lucky, but there's a lot of games I pre-ordered like Left 4 Dead 2 or Bioshock Infinite, and you got the game and it was like, it's the game you wanted to play
Yeah.
because it wasn't like they're going to put out a massive update over Wi-Fi or over network rather. And then you also got some little stuff out of it. Like it would be something like, oh, you can get this cool gun or that cool
Oh,
gun.
yeah, like you'll get like a pre-order
Yeah.
bonus or some shit.
But now it's like the pre-order bonus will just be like, oh, you
Bugs.
get money.
Or no, you'll be like, you get bugs and glitches.
Yeah.
You want the game early? You can get an alpha version of the game.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
even a
God,
beta. Here's an alpha version.
I was
of the
thinking
game.
like they always have the early release shits, and it's like you get the game, but like you're pretty much testing the game
Yeah.
too. So it's
You
like
get
you're
to-
paying to test the
we'll
game.
give you one free. We'll give you a costume that costs nothing on your. We'll give you a cool costume, but you get to tell us about how bad the state of the game that we're gonna put out is. So that's I don't know.
That
That's
could
some
be
bullshit.
a big bummer in that sense. However, it's not always the worst when you run into some glitches, especially when it's teensy. Do you guys have any favorite video game glitches in your histories to like kind of give some context? I mean, for me, the old Battlefront games for PS2, if you put on invulnerability, when you go to leaving the battlefield, usually you die. But if you have invulnerability on, you can go out of those limits and just kind of discover different parts of the terrain and eventually where the fucking coding stops. So you just go to an edge and there's just nothingness. So it's kind of cool. There's a pit of like the map just flats off.
One of my favorites were Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, jumping from map to map and going
Oh,
around.
yeah.
Those were because you
Oh,
had to
shit, I
like
didn't even know you could do that.
Oh yeah, you had to find them. So like you could go from map to map, like based on glitches, or you could see like because they make maps based off other maps and stuff
Yeah,
like
of
that.
course. It's like
and then
one
when you see in
thing.
a distance, but so like you go to like another map.
I like do it. I like on San Andreas. You would like put on like you do the cheat code for like super turbo cars, but then you'd also do flying cars. But you'd go so fast and fly so quick that the map like couldn't process faster than you, so you end up like kind of flying in a void as like the city is like loading in behind you, and you're like, I'm faster than you, San Andreas. The game. Yeah.
I'm faster than you, San Andreas.
Those
the
are
place.
fun glitches. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and if,
God,
if
yeah.
Cyberpunk was just full of fun glitches for everybody, I would be like, oh, cool.
But
Everyone's
they're
just seeing some
gameplay ruining.
Some people have some game-breaking glitches where I'm just like, dude, there's people who haven't been able to get past the first mission. Literally, the game just won't let them get past the first mission, and I'm like, bro, imagine paying $60 for a game you waited 8 years for, and you can't play more than 30 minutes of it. It just won't let you. What the fuck? Give me my money back now.
So you have it for PC, and it's like even then there's some issues that are like a little bit, but for the consoles it's not even playable.
For the old,
for PS4 and for Xbox One, like the frame rate drops to like 20.
What the fuck?
That doesn't even fucking make sense. And then like even on my PC, I realized last week when I was saying that it was playing great, it was, but it was playing at 30 frames per second, which my computer does not play anything at 30 frames. And it was using 40% of my CPU usage versus regular games would use like 75 or 80 if it's like really pushing the game, if I'm really pushing the graphics. So I had to like go into like the code and push the fuck out of it so that it could play at its full CPU. And it was just like some shit that they like turned off. And I was like, what the fuck was happening over there? You know what I mean?
Your once-overs, dude.
Have you guys ever had a disappointing, like something you got for Christmas that you really fucked with? Like, say there's going to be kids who get the Cyberpunk game that they really wanted for Christmas, and they're going to open it and play it on their PS4, and it's going to fucking suck. Did you ever get like a game or something for Christmas where you were like, oh, I'm so excited to play with this, and then after like a week, you're like,
I don't
I don't really know
so.
if I'll fuck with this. I remember asking for rollerblades one year. Yeah, in the middle of the fucking winter. And it might have been like 9 or 10. And I was just like so hyped on them. And I was just like, yo, I got rollerblades. I'm about to inline skate. I'm about to be a skater boy or whatever. And I might have used those rollerblades like 4 times total in their lifetime. And my parents also, when they gave me that gift, said the same thing that most Hispanic parents say to their kids before they give them a gift. They go, you better use it. And I go, nigga, that's why I asked for that shit, Dad. What the fuck are you talking about? My dad bought me a bass guitar one time. He was like, you better use it. I'm like, that's why I asked for the bass, because I want to use it. Nigga, don't say that, bro. Shit.
Did you use it?
Yeah, I don't use it that much anymore.
Yeah.
It's the one that's in the fucking house.
I picked that guitar up the other day and just tuned it a little bit and strummed for like a second while I was waiting for something to render. I realized the first time I played that all year. It's
Yeah,
crazy,
bro.
man.
Sometimes you have some toys lying around that you just don't fucking fuck with anymore.
Need to refresh.
I have a MIDI I have that MIDI that Robbie left us at the house, like sitting next to my computer, and I look at it sometimes and I'm like, I should open up Ableton. And I'm like, nah, I'll play some fucking video games instead. Or I'll like smoke a blunt instead. Like, nah, this is
I can't
productive.
relate.
No?
No,
Yeah.
I've been playing.
Yeah, you've been playing.
I've been playing things.
Do you have a favorite Christmas present / video game gift that you've gotten over the years? Was it video game was eccentric or just Christmas in
No,
general?
it's in general.
I think I got the Wii for when I got the Wii was for Christmas.
Did you
I
fuck with the
believe.
Wii when you got the Wii?
Hell yeah, this
Wii
was
Sports?
great. Yeah.
Wii Sports might be the best game to give with the system ever, bro.
No, Wii
That's
Sports
probably
is
like
lit.
top 10 exclusives.
No,
Wii
yeah,
Sports-
I definitely got the Wii for Christmas because I remember like playing with my sister like afterwards.
Are you,
Yeah.
Did you get video games for Christmas, or did you get other stuff for Christmas?
No, I got video games. It was either video games or Power Rangers. Those were like my more memorable like gifts.
Like the action figures, right?
Nah, I got the Megazords.
Oh, that's
Like, I got
fire.
that was.
How much were those running in Toys R Us back in the day, or KB Toys?
Those were like probably from $50 to $70.
Yeah, for a
like,
toy,
it was
bro.
between that.
For a toy.
Because
You
like
know
I
what
remember, like my dad used to cop me like the action figures for like $9.99, the action figure and shit. But the Megazord was like large, and I had the OG Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Megazord. Like it was like
Fire.
it was the original 5.
Where
like,
are all those
the
toys now?
dinosaur Yo, I had to dump them out. My parents threw them out. Like we were not a collectible type family. It was like, yo, like you don't play with these toys anymore. Like, all right.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very similar thing happened to me, but I probably repressed it. Like my parents would do that thing where like, you don't play with this anymore, right? And I'm like no, but like, why? And like, why are you
Yeah.
asking? Because like, what are you gonna do with that? No, get rid of some stuff. I'm like, that's my stuff.
Yeah, some stuff I gotta hold on to for the sentimental.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you have everything from your childhood.
I was gonna say
For sure.
there's a price to the opposite of that, which is
I mean, you could see
so
that-
much shit
You
everywhere.
can kind of see in that glass tank. but like we got like a bunch of
Yeah.
novelty items.
We
in there.
absolutely on TikTok have to do. This is a plug for our TikTok. We have to do a tour of the studio.
Yeah, get it
because
fixed up.
you really can't see the memorabilia that's in this room, which I think is very inspiring while we're in the room.
Should I twist the camera to show the Christmas village?
You don't gotta do it right now.
Going
Maybe you
back,
can put it in post.
I can put it in post as I'm speaking right now. Look at the Christmas village.
Christmas
oh my
village.
God.
going back to getting rid of our favorite gifts. I eventually sold the Wii
Oh,
for a 360. I grew up.
Ooh,
I grew up.
Damn, bro. Yo, I have a good story about the 360 around Christmas. I, growing up, was never like. My parents always ended up getting me the video game, right? Like, I was never beat over, this shit just came out today. Mom, get it for me right now. Like, I grew up frugal. My parents were like, yo, it's not like we broke, but like, chill the fuck out. And I was just like, yeah, true, I got it. So I always grew up like not really asking for much. But it was one year, bro. I think it was like the 7th or the 8th grade. And everybody was playing Modern Warfare. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare on Xbox Live.
That shit was
And
legendary.
I had a PlayStation 2. And I was just like, man, I really want to be a part of what y'all are doing, man.
That shit was legendary.
You know what I mean? That shit, I was like, what a time. And Halo 3 was also out at the time. It was just like,
That's a good
it was
one.
a crazy time, right?
Just being a part of it.
Yeah, just being young. I might have been in the 8th grade. And I remember asking my mom. My mom was like, what do you want for Christmas this year? And I like sucked up all the pride of all the times that I never asked for anything. And I was like, Mom, I want an Xbox 360. And she was like, oh, the new Xbox? I was like, yeah. She was like, all right, I got you. I don't know if you guys remember what shit was like back then, but I mean, I guess we're feeling it again right now, but shit be sold out back in the day.
Oh, God.
Shit was
Yeah,
sold
dude.
out in stores. There's no Amazon to order your shit or whatever. It was, if you're Target or you're Walmart or you're whatever didn't have it, try eBay. You know what I mean? And someone's selling a used version or something. So my mom was like, Xbox 360? Yeah, I got you. No problem. Sure. I was like, wow, that went over like way better than I could have ever imagined. Bro, my mom would update me with like her trials and tribulations of Angel, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find it, but I can't find it anywhere. And I'm just like, yo, Mom, it's cool. I will think of something else. Like, do not worry about it. We'll get it like when it's around. It's Christmas time. You're not going to find it anywhere. It's fine. Bro, she was like, I want to get it for you. It's Christmas Eve. I'm Dominican, so like Christmas Eve is Christmas. We're about to drive to my aunt's house where we're going to meet the rest of my family and we're going to we all open gifts and shit. I guess my mom, because she was trying to get the 360 so bad for me, didn't really go to get like anything else like substantial. She probably got me some little stuff, but she was really trying to get that. So 2 things were happening. 1, she couldn't get me the 360. And 2, we were about to go to my aunt's house in front of all my family, and like she didn't really get me like anything
Okay,
big, right? So we're driving to Kmart, to Target, to Walmart. I'm with her trying to find the Xbox 360, dude. She's like, we need the only ones they had were like the fucking like $600 like 1 terabyte or whatever. And we were looking for like the arcade one or whatever. So my mom eventually, she was like in shambles, bro. She was so upset. I was like, yo, it's fucking whatever. It's fine. She ended up having to buy it on eBay. She spent like $400, like bought like way over. And man, I got the Xbox 360, but we didn't have Wi-Fi in my house at the time. We still had wired connection, so I couldn't play on Xbox Live and play Modern Warfare with my friends.
This is a sad story. Why didn't you warn me this is sad story?
No, I eventually was like, hey, Dad, you want to like get me some Wi-Fi? Like, I heard it's the new cool thing. And my dad was like, it's the new cool thing?
That's right.
We need to get Wi-Fi. We need to do that.
When was Wi-Fi new?
Wi-Fi became like, I mean, it was always around, I'm sure. But
Well, like for like the elites, perhaps.
that shit was like popping in like 2006, 7. Because we used to have dial-up.
2005.
Yeah, we used to have like that dial-up shit. Yeah.
That's true, dude.
And my first
And
Wi-Fi,
who's on the phone?
my first Wi-Fi connection was fucking terrible. I'd play like Call of Duty with my friends for about 9 minutes before my shit dropped, and they'd be like, "Yo, who's doing host migration?" I'm like, "It's not me."
Yo, those Call of Duty lobbies.
Bring it back, bro.
Yo, fuck you, fuck everyone, fuck your
Fucking
family,
bleep, 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 bleep.
Yo,
Your mother
dude.
looked like a fucking man.
You mentioned that one hack. It was the one in the what's the level in Modern Warfare 1 with the bus? And there's a lot of streets.
Did you just put an accent on, or was that your regular voice? That was an accent
a
for
little bit
sure,
of an accent,
right?
yeah.
I feel
Hey,
like
which one's the one with the bus?
I don't know. I don't remember names that well for it, but Crossfire was one.
I
I
think
feel
you're
like
thinking about Crash.
Crash might be.
Crash has the
Crash of the
helicopter.
plane.
Not the
Yeah.
helicopter. No, it's like Sepia, like all the Michael Bay Middle Eastern war films go.
Yeah.
I know the
I'm
one
not
you're talking
sure.
about. And
But
you can-
like you can jump onto the ball,
the building or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tunnable buildings.
I might have to put in subtitles for that part.
Yo, how'd you guys enjoy the blizzard?
Oh,
I was
shit
here.
hell. I was
Yeah.
on the road.
Oh,
I was-
89.
Oh, yeah, 89 was out.
Please
I was
tell us about your
safe.
adventure, dude.
Oh man, I began my day.
What did you have to do that day?
I had to go to. I was in Bushwick at House of Yes. Shout out to House of Yes School S Club. I was working with some of my friends from Zero Space with Get Food NYC, where we were distributing.
Oh,
Drop my phone.
what the fuck?
Yo, where we were distributing food to just families that are kind of like just average to COVID, just dealing with all like out of work and shit, just helping families, distributing meals.
You're such a
so-
good person, 89.
Hey man, shoot, I get a kick out of that type of shit. I guess.
Sure.
You get a kick?
You get a paycheck out of it, too.
He gets high off that shit.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Yeah, no, shoot, like my old manager hit me up like, hey, yo, can you help me? I was like, yeah, you know what? I need something to do. So sure.
You start seeing double off that shit.
So we was going from Bushwick to Coney Island, and while in Coney Island, I think around 2:00, we saw the first flurries. By maybe 6 or 7, when we wrapped up, it was a mess. Like we're driving back from Coney Island to Bushwick. This is Coney Island to Bushwick. I gotta get back to New Jersey.
Facts.
So
Through public transportation. He's not driving.
So like,
public
and we're driving in one of those like, yo, if y'all seen like beer delivery trucks, not like the big Miller trucks, but like the real like, are those clown car type, like those real specialty brewery trucks? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's like almost like a
you've
van.
seen- yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
it's
a van.
long van.
Like, there's no 4-wheel drive on those, so we're on the road slipping and sliding. It's a scary experience.
Turn up.
I get to Penn Station, New York, around maybe, I would say, 8:00. Everything is canceled.
Ho, ho, ho.
Every New Jersey Transit train is canceled. I run like it's almost like the little girl, like the embarrassed girl in the teen movies. They're like,
Oh,
like,
right, right.
Yo, like I'm just like, no, I can't be stuck here. I can't be stuck
What,
in New York
you ran to
City.
the
No.
path?
Yeah, I ran all the way to Herald Square to get to the PATH train line.
What were you feeling in your mind?
I was scared that I
Was
was
it
gonna
setting
be-
in?
Yes.
Was there hopes? Yeah, or were you like, oh no, this is about to happen?
I felt like, oh no, this is happening.
Yeah.
No, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Like, it was like
facts.
the walls were closing
I
in on
know
me to
exactly
get to the
what you're
PATH
talking
train.
about. Yep.
And
It's like getting stuck in New York.
and I'm seeing like the snow just coming down, and just everyone is just panicking because I'm seeing people like, yo, how the fuck am I gonna get to Jersey? Yo, what's up with the train?
You're like, is that about to be me? That's gonna be me.
They said they're cursing at security guards like, yo, why y'all closing the gates in the area? My train's supposed to be coming. What's good?
You're literally seeing your future. You're
Yes,
like,
and I'm
that's
running
about to
past
be
them.
me.
I get to the fucking PATH train. I get on the PATH train all the way from New York City to Newark. I get all the way to Newark, New Jersey Transit. The trains are still out. Buses are out too. I'm like,
Damn.
oh fuck. I would have been better off being stuck in New York City than Newark Penn Station. So I'm sitting there like,
Dead ass.
Yep. I'd
yo,
much
I'm,
rather be in New York.
yo, for
Dead
real,
ass, bro.
I'm kicking myself.
Oh my God.
I'm just venting on Twitter and shit.
Yeah.
Around maybe I would say 11 o'clock, 11:30, I get like a response from like an old friend from high school who sees my tweets.
Crazy.
And he's like, yo, like I need an excuse to take the Subaru out anyway. I got 4-wheel drive. Like, yo, you gonna be at Penn Station longer? I'm like,
Crazy.
nigga, I'll be here all night if you don't come.
You
Man,
were my rescue,
my
motherfucker.
man pulled up, man. We rode out. Oh my god.
Fire,
That's
bro.
crazy.
I got home maybe around a little bit after midnight.
What was the 4-wheel drive ride back?
Oh my god, that was
In the
fun.
blizzard, yeah.
It was fun, yo, cause he was sitting there just wilding out.
He was
Also,
doing his thing?
Yo,
What
he
a
was
hero,
doing like
dude.
he was doing some off road Fast and Furious shit, but that he was able to contain that motherfucker.
I told 89 that he knew that he was being, I said subconsciously, but it wasn't subconscious. He was being very strategic by voicing his concerns on Twitter.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was like, yo, I'm stuck. I mean, I'm gonna be all right, but like,
Yeah, she was like,
I'm
some
stuck,
people was
yo.
like,
If
yo,
anybody
man, I hit you
wanna
with the
come-
Venmo. I was like, I don't want your money.
I don't want your money. But if you
But
feel
I
like
think-
driving through this
I
right
think
now,
I can finesse this.
Yeah, I feel like you
Shouts
probably
out to Ricky. Thank you.
you
Shout out
probably
to
would tweet
Ricky.
less if you were in New York still. Just
Oh,
like-
Yeah, you
the
would've
thing is,
handled it.
Yeah, no, the thing is, if I got stuck in New York because I ended up getting another message as soon as I got home from a friend who was in New York. He was like, "Yo, should I live on like this is that street?" Yeah,
yeah,
I don't
Shout
give
out
away
Connect.
his coordinates, but he don't live far from where I was at. So
yeah, that's dope.
in case shit happens again.
I mean, I was meeting up with Reed and Nate and Oscar and Ashton to watch.
What was that?
The light
Oh,
just
it's a
went out.
light.
Yeah, it was battery. To watch some Tenet here because they had Nate and Oscar hadn't seen it yet. We had some wings, we had some pizza. It was dope. But like, I made a really weird decision to walk here, like first, because
Was
I wanted to do some street art, and
Pooping on people's lawns, right?
yeah,
said
that's
radio.
right, exactly. So I'm like walking. I like get all my shit together. I get like my gloves and I put on a couple layers, and I'm like, all right, yo, I'm about to go fucking like, do my thing in the streets real quick. And this snowstorm, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna have some cool music on. It's gonna be scenic or whatever. And I walk out of the house and I'm like, oh, yo, this snow a little sideways right now. Like this shit is moving in
Smacking.
this direction, right? So I started walking, and then I get to the underpass where I'm about to start doing it or whatever, and there's a very thin layer of ice on the front of my glasses. So it's like I'm fogged up. So I keep trying to clean my glasses, and I'm rubbing them, and I'm like, yo, why won't my glasses get clean? So I finally take them off and look at them, and I notice that I'm like, there's like an ice cube building on my glasses, and I'd like put the can down, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just walk to Reed's house. I was like, fuck this, bro. I was like, I don't even have eyes right now. Like, what am I even doing? It was cool when I got here, though. It was very
Oh,
warm.
cozy, yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's chill.
Parked on the- That's why I was like, do you want some tea? Because you're like,
Yeah.
no, you're good. And you had snow like on you as if you were like a house.
Yeah, I looked like it's like I was just like standing in the middle of blizzard,
Yeah.
pretty much. That was the most snow we've gotten here in years, for sure,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cam, how do you
it
feel
looked like
about the snow being here? I know it's like the bane of your existence.
I mean, like, the first day it's kind of cool. It's like whatever. You get the shovel done. You're like, all right, cool. This is all done.
and it's still here.
It looks okay. And then the next day, you're just like, this looks sturdy.
Dude,
It looks garbage.
it
It's
doesn't
just
want to
like-
move.
Yeah.
It doesn't want to move.
Yeah.
It's look, the slush. It's gray. It's
Yep.
brown. It's just not.
I hate
Yeah.
when that snow just
Not
stays on the
feeling.
sidewalk for mad long.
That's what we were talking about the other day is that like when it gets on the sidewalk, and especially pretty low, it just turns into like street juice.
Oh,
And
also the ice?
snow.
Juice.
It was
Because
bad.
it stays around and it's not like melting. Oh, well, it melts a little bit and then it freezes up. So now it's just
Yeah,
ice
dude.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah, yeah.
terrible.
I was telling my mom on the walk over yesterday. I was like, I feel like I want to keep my hands warm in my pockets, but I also don't want to bust my ass and just like, just like whip my hands
No,
forward.
yeah, facts. I'm also never getting off of street juice.
I know. I was
That
hoping
was
you would.
I like to
crazy.
be- Can that be the name of the episode?
Street juice was gross. Yeah,
I only have one Christmas question for my friends. Would you like a cup?
of street juice.
Street juice.
No, you can have mine.
That's what Reed spilled earlier.
I'll take a
Street
double.
Yeah.
Oh, I spelled my street juice trademark.
Street juice. Street juice. Yeah. Street juice. Yeah. Street juice. All right. Is there anything else we got to talk about? There's a bunch of stuff. we gotta
Oh
talk
yeah.
about.
Well, I was gonna say to 89 that
you gonna say to
maybe
me?
you should have gone to New York. You could have had a bite to eat over at the Smith.
Oh,
Where
nice.
people do that frequently
yeah.
in
Yeah.
the snow.
Input picture of the
Yeah,
street.
as I'm on my hellish journey through the snow, there are idiots out there fucking doing outdoor dining still.
Were they? Did you see people still doing it on like in your experience?
No, because a lot of the streets that I were going on, they were already
Shit was
clearing out.
closed.
Yeah, like a lot of outdoor shit, they were closing, like the ones that were on the street. But the Smiths that he's referring to, they had kind of like a canopy,
Bro.
so like they were
But
still on the
still,
sidewalk.
Not
There's
much.
snow all
But
over
I
those
didn't see any
tables.
restaurants like that.
Bro, those people look fucking insane.
They look
You get
dumb.
drift,
You got bubble coats and furs on, snowing.
There's
and you
snow-
trying to eat some spouted bread.
There's snow on the table where your fucking
That's
food
what-
and drink is
Yeah,
supposed
like
to be.
literally the waiter just comes over to clear your table off and just like takes his arm and brush off like 3 inches of
Like
snow.
what the fuck?
Like,
I mean,
it's-
it's been happening to us though at work. I
Yeah.
mean, like it's
I got
not-
outdoor dining and stuff.
bro.
People ask.
I've worked every day this weekend, and every day this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, people have asked for outdoor seating after my shift. So it'll be at like 6 or 7 p.m. when it's like 25 degrees outside. I'm like, what the fuck is the obsession? I mean, I guess COVID or whatever, but if you don't want to catch the coronavirus,
Get the
just
food to go.
Go home or get the food to
like,
go.
Maybe just because I'm a homebody, but like, listen,
what the fuck?
I'll see the psyched house. We got our work done. I see my girl. We hang out. Other than that, it's not hard to just stay home for a little bit
Just stay
longer,
the fuck home.
so that you don't have to stay home forever. 'Cause
Real
it might
motherfucking
fuck
facts.
up, man.
Dude, I just don't get it. There's something, I guess, also has to do with the fact that we are like in the service industry,
Yeah.
and like we see the people who are coming out to eat in below freezing weather, and we're just like, what is your need to be
Dude,
served right now?
Forget if I said
Like,
just to you guys or if I said it on the show, but like there'd be so many times in the summer when we were just doing outdoor, and like I'd be out there and guys like, hey, can I get your table? Like, yeah, do you have indoor yet? Like, no, just the outdoor. Can I get you one? Like, man, see, that's fucked up. Phil's fucking up your business. He's like, you should tell Phil. Mind you, the whole time I can't even tell who's fucking with me right now because my glasses are fogged up.
yeah, with a fucking mask.
Yeah, I'm just like, what? Just go sit down. I think I even
Yeah.
told him, like, he was talking to Tori, I was telling her more stuff. I was like, hey, just. I was like, at a point, I had no patience, bro.
Nah,
These
people
fucking
are
idiots.
wilding.
Some of them.
You will not catch me eating a fucking panini in the middle of a motherfucking blizzard outdoor. What the fuck do I look like, dude?
Bro, I heard that's how you get that new COVID. Is specifically eating a panini
At the
outside at the Smith.
Now, apparently, to get the new COVID, you just need to be from the United Kingdom because you probably got it right now.
Because it's a Smith. See, I got confused with the Smith. Which Smith gave it out?
Damn,
If
double
they don't-
Coors
Got 'em.
Light. He's
if they
done.
don't if they don't call it COVID-20, then they're really dropping the ball on, like,
dropping the ball.
like, dude,
Bruh,
like
that shit
imagine they
dropping
called
new
it like
colorways.
they called it like SARS 2021 or something.
Or they
like,
call it COVID.
No, nigga,
COVID-19 too.
y'all had a
The Nimbus 2001.
I could go for like coronavirus, and then behind the coronavirus and like the background 2. Like, you know what I mean?
Nice, yeah, dude. But like
Yeah.
at first it just says coronavirus, and then it, and the 2 shows up.
It's
Yeah.
like shiny and it's like a knife.
That's when
Yeah,
you get the videos from Comic Con where they have the camera up like, ah!
Well,
and everyone starts freaking out.
the UK this time, guys.
They said that that there is a new strain of coronavirus in the UK, and a lot of it came from like
That's like the variations and new colorways.
Street juice.
it came from street juice, but it came from like a bunch of people like I think it was like 4,000 people at like a train station, similar to like what a New York Penn station would look like on like a busy ass night or something. But like they haven't been doing shit like that over there. But because Christmas happened, it happened, and now a lot of people are just like getting super sick with like a variation of the virus. They said the vaccine would kill any variation of a COVID. So it's like, you know, Moderna and Pfizer still gonna hold us down.
I drove past the OG Pfizer building.
But I don't think it's good for morale going into a new year and there being another COVID.
No, dude.
I don't think that helps the way we feel about things.
But I hope it's like, I hope there's a little bit more lessons learned. And like, I get no one's perfect, but like, man, but you know, it's hard to feel like we gotta stay home and like they're putting us to fucking work with no
This
money.
shit is hopeless.
Like the
dog.
stimulus that's
This shit is
non-existent.
hopeless.
that stimmy,
even if it
Stingy
was
with
here, it'd be
the stimmy.
non-existent.
they being stingy
That's
with the stimmy, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, use the
600.
hashtag stingy with the stimmy in the chat.
Yeah, bro. That shit is depressing. They're over here. There's like, I will give you guys 6, and we were like 6, and they were like 100, and we said
Fuck.
100.
And we're just like,
Cheap
fuck.
ass motherfuckers.
I'm like, bro, my rent $550, and that's before my bills, bro. Like, what you talking about, man? Like,
You're killing me.
you can't even.
You're killing me, Smalls.
They came out with the map of like the average rent, like for people in like the country, and I think the map started at $600 a month. So that's not the average. That's the minimum. You know what I mean?
Not
and
the
then,
average.
And then yeah, exactly. And then New Jersey was up like where we're at. It
No,
was
it's
like
probably
fucking. It's like 1,800
Yeah, I was about to
to
say.
like 2,300 is like the average or something. It's like, man, they don't give a fuck about us, bro.
Not at all.
They do not care about us. And I forget the asshole's name from Wisconsin,
Who
but
stopped it?
yeah, we almost
12.
they almost gave us another $1,200, which, you know, it's crazy how like perception works, because when that came out that he stopped that $1,200 stimulus, everyone was like, on Twitter was all like, you know, damn, like you really stopped us from getting some money or whatever. But like the last thing we were just saying about that was like, damn, y'all only giving us $1,200, and now the conversation has changed to they won't eat. Like, damn, I really needed that $1,200, which is like, damn, they keep like kind of like
Yeah.
pushing us around.
So Ron Johnson
And now it's
got
just
the
6.
fucking virus.
Oh, I feel like all those old
Shit.
motherfuckers got that shit, bro.
And they're still here somehow. That's awesome.
Like,
Reed's calling them out.
This is not my notebook. This is a death note. Death note. I'm just kidding.
Why is my name written there, Reed?
Just guys, I'm just kidding.
You guys remember when I was L as
Oh, yeah.
for Death Note
You
a
had
few years
some
ago?
names written there.
I had 3 names written in that book. The first one was Kim Jong-un.
Yep.
And he might be literally dead already, but we're not sure.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was XXX, and he died like 2 months after I wrote that.
I remember
And
that.
the third one was Donald Trump, and he got coronavirus. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna write no more names in that book.
Nah, I think you should.
That was years ago too.
I think we should put some more names in
I
that
should
book.
put some more names in that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who you guys putting in your death note?
Bitch Mabano. I
Ooh,
ain't
yeah,
saying his
fucking
name.
bitch Mabano, bitch. Sorry, I just really felt that
I was like,
energy.
whoa.
Yeah, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
not a bad one to throw in there. Let me think.
Reed.
Reed,
He
definitely.
said it into the
fuck
mic.
Reed.
Reed wrote me down. I'm writing him down.
Reed.
Yeah, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck Reed, dude.
I have to think.
Sorry,
There's
dude.
probably good
Ori
people.
Baines.
Oh, Tory Lane. Bory Baines.
Yeah.
Bake Ball. I don't think I want to kill Jake Paul.
ISIS. Yeah,
I think ISIS is dead.
you got like
Yeah.
McGregor.
ISIS
Conor McGregor.
remnants.
Conor McGregor's gonna kill Jake Paul for.
Yeah, you don't have to worry
Jesus.
about that.
Yeah, shoot.
All right,
on
Reed,
behalf of his wife.
Reed, did you see the video of Conor McGregor?
Yes.
What he said? Yo,
Yeah,
that shit was
wow.
lit.
He said
bro.
nobody gets any vagina. What gives,
Yo, that
man?
shit was crazy. That motherfucker went crazy.
He was
on him.
killing
I don't know
Dana
if I can
White,
find
too.
it. Bro, he said, Dana White, you pussy bitch too. I was like, oh, why you so crazy?
Oh, yeah, what if Dana
He's-
White takes the fight instead?
Was Dana White ever a fighter? Or he's just a
He probably
promoter?
did things. He looks like he did things back
So,
in the
yeah,
day.
you seem like he's an enthusiast.
Yeah.
Dana White? I feel like Dana White like wants to be.
He's been in a couple bar brawls.
I'm like he's no Joe Rogan, but
I feel like he was in like the bars, throwing it down, doing what he got to do.
I think he threw a chair.
He
Oh,
definitely
wait,
threw
hold
some
on, I
couple
found it.
chairs.
Hold on.
Dana White definitely threw chairs.
Yeah, definitely.
What the fuck is up, you Irish cunt? Good morning, Conor McGregor. I know you're probably beating up old dudes in a bar right now, or maybe
Oh,
you're jacking
shit,
off
him
because you're
too.
sick of fucking your wife. I mean, she's before Conor. You could do a lot better. But happy Monday. My team sent you a $50 million offer this morning. $50 million cash, proof of funds.
Cat.
The biggest fight offer you've ever been offered, but you're scared to fight me, Conor? You're ducking me because you don't want to lose to a fucking YouTuber. You're 0-1 as a boxer. I'm 2-0 as a boxer.
Oh.
I just came off the 8th biggest pay-per-view event in history. But you want to fight Dustin Prober, who has
Shots
less
fired.
followers on Instagram than my fucking dog. That's a
Damn.
fact.
And
Dana
Dana
White,
fact.
you're a fucking pussy too, you ugly fucking bald bitch. There's 0% chance of this fight happening, but there's 0% chance of you getting some fucking pussy. Conor, you're scared. Dana, you're scared. Sign the fucking contract, you idiots.
Jesus.
Listen, bro. I hate that fucking kid, but that was a damn good heel promo.
Yeah. He's like
That shit
in,
was good, bro.
like the guy in Fight Club when they have everyone working the doors to test if they can get in. He's like, and you're too fucking
You're
blind.
too fucking blonde.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
he knows how to do
$50
the
million
thing.
though, man.
He knows how to go viral, my motherfucker.
Take
Oh,
that
well,
fight,
yeah.
$50 million. Take that fight.
Bro,
And
McGregor can go in.
Joe bitch.
I personally think, I know he's a fighter and he's got pride or whatever, but, we're all human at the end of the day and members of the society and shit. I think Conor can go in there, get paid $50 million and lose and still win because, he's made $50 million.
Right.
So,
How do you
whatever, integrity, whatever. Yo, you got 50K. Just go take care of that, bro.
Go
You
just
got-
throw the paws on the death note.
Nah, Conor McGregor doesn't watch anime.
You think he's
Yeah.
losing though, realistically?
No, that's
Nah.
a giant hypothetical. I
Yeah.
don't see Conor McGregor losing.
Not at all.
Jake Paul is a tall motherfucker. He's a tall guy. I don't think it will look like the fight that we think it would look like. Like it's not going to be like Conor McGregor punching Jake Paul and Jake Paul just dropping and like Jake Paul's like Conor McGregor. I don't think Conor McGregor could knock Jake Paul out. Strangely enough, which is really weird to even say out loud, but I kind of believe it. Not in a boxing match. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just Conor McGregor has a lot of like this like appeal behind him about like he's like one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time, which he absolutely is. But he hasn't been fighting for that long. He's only been fighting.
Maybe not like a raw KO, but maybe like a TKO. I could see
a TKO.
Yeah.
I feel you, man.
Or
But you
Jake
gotta,
just
you
gets-
really
Depends how
gotta
long
take,
that fight go.
you really gotta take into account the type of training and sparring that someone who is taking boxing seriously does every single day.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? It's not like Jake Paul is not being punched in his fucking head all the time.
I get that. It's just Conor's been fighting in general for
I'm saying for-
too much longer. Just
I feel you.
Just too much longer.
I wanna
I'm
believe-
talking about the matchup difference.
Yeah.
Like Conor is like a small, skinny
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
and Jake Paul is a massive, tall, good old white boy. You know what I mean? Like it's just like the matchup doesn't even make sense technically. But like Conor doesn't even fight dudes that look like that.
That was part of what made you go
Normally.
like that. This is very commercialized, right? The fact that it's not even the same weight class.
Yeah,
They're
this
just two
isn't
different
real
dudes.
fucking fighting. Like, who's gonna meet who at what weight class? No one's gonna meet anybody anywhere. So they're just gonna fucking fight the way they are because they don't care about that type of stuff. I mean, I also don't think the fight's ever gonna happen. You know what I mean? First and foremost, I don't
Really?
think they're gonna. No,
No,
hell
probably
no.
not.
McGregor would never drop his fucking like. I will eat my words if it happens. Don't get me wrong. $50 million is a great opportunity, but like, I don't think McGregor will lower.
Where the money reside.
Oh,
I don't think he's gonna drop his like his. Who's Jake Paul
right.
to want to fight Conor McGregor?
I mistook that
Yeah.
that analysis also from, but also the same case with Logan Paul and Mayweather fight.
Oh, right. Which
Yeah.
is happening. Which is, you know what I mean? But Mayweather has done weirder things for money. You know,
Okay.
Conor doesn't really like fight anymore. Like Floyd Mayweather still goes to like Asia to do like some showcase fight where they pay him millions of dollars because millions of dollars is nice. But like, I don't think Conor could do that. Sure, that's what I was saying before. He'll win by getting $50 million. Like that's not even in the range of his average pay for what the fuck he's doing at UFC. But like, I don't think.
He's not gonna pimp his celebrity.
Exactly. Why would he go down to fight a YouTuber? Like Jake said it in the fucking video. He's like, you're just mad you're going to get beat up by a YouTuber. And I feel like Conor's thinking, I'm not going to fight a YouTuber. He's like, what
Yeah.
are you even, why are you saying all this? You're not, you know what it takes for the guys who fight me in the UFC to fight me in the UFC?
Mm-hmm.
You, like, it's like when guys debut in the UFC, you'll hear them have like a 11-0 record professionally before the UFC. So you got to go improve yourself
Elsewhere.
somewhere the fuck else before the real stage will even take you. It's like in wrestling where you got to go and like do the indies or whatever.
I guess that's why he says I'm 2-0 and you're 0-1 in boxing.
in professional boxing, but
Yeah.
fucking Jake Paul fought Nate Robinson and Deji from fucking YouTube. So it's like you just fighting non-fighters.
The other
like,
one fought one of the greatest boxers of all
yeah,
time.
true that.
yeah, like I don't know. It's fucking weird. I don't know.
No, I think after the Mayweather fight and after the Khabib fight and like McGregor still, I think he's stepped up in the hands department. I would like to believe.
Yeah, for
to
sure.
Where I think he will fucking mob the whole Paul family.
Who, Mayweather or
McGregor.
McGregor? Hey man, I'd love to see that fight happen and watch Conor McGregor pummel Jake Paul.
But for integrity reasons,
You know.
I understand it not happening.
Yeah, I don't know. I just who the fuck would be on that undercard?
Say, man, yo,
Oh, I
The
know
Ghost
who.
of Prince and Michael
No.
Jackson.
I'm like, leave all that circus shit in
the
2020,
cast,
dog.
The
Leave all that
staff
circus shit in
of
2020.
Mission Impossible and Tom Cruise.
oh
That's
God.
crazy. I was just trying to find the transition.
They're
into
gonna
that.
fight, yo.
Oh my
They're
God,
crazy.
bro. That is. I feel like you kind of slightly killed the transition by
Yeah.
mentioning that you tried to find a
Yeah.
transition.
Oh, fuck me, right?
Yeah. Fuck, Reed. That's why you're in the Death Note.
That's what Tom Cruise is fucking saying to those motherfuckers, bro. He was like,
Why the fuck did you ruin
You
it?
Yeah, dude.
motherfucker.
You're ruining the
Fuck you,
podcast.
No, that's
motherfucker.
not what he said. But no, he fucking yeah. There was something that happened on the set, and he just
Breaking
like
COVID rules.
yeah. I never heard that guy go off like that, other than fucking Tropic Thunder, like when he was having all the freakouts in that movie.
That was funny.
But that's like I've never seen. I know he's serious about his on-set thing. I mean, he always has been. But yeah, he was. I don't know what happened on the set, and there was just the fact that it happened on the set of New Mission Impossible.
Yeah, nah,
Like, he went off for like 3 minutes.
For what I understand, it was certain staff members were breaking COVID protocols,
Yes.
and there's a big fear because like we've had situations like that where we've had to stop shooting, and
For
then some of these shootings have like gone long beyond that because it goes from like a couple people, and then all of a sudden they'll stop, and then all of a sudden it becomes a couple more people. Then it's like, all right, now we gotta shut the whole shit down.
So
like as much money that's going into a Tom Cruise film, I can understand.
That's what he was saying. Like it was so many jobs at hand that so many people in the industry have needed this year.
But do you know
And that
what
shit
the
can fuck up.
protocol was that they broke?
I could
Because I heard.
I don't think it was. It's been
I don't think it was.
released.
I don't. It could be anything like from mask, or maybe the motherfuckers was out fraternizing, doing some other shit, and brought
There's a
it
lot
back.
of people who are like,
But I don't know the details.
like the initial wave of people from what I saw online, like reacting to the whole thing. For the most part, they were like, Tom Cruise, I fucking feel you, bro. Like, yeah. And then there was a second wave of people that was just like, that's not the way you talk to people or whatever. I'm just like, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta talk to people like that. You know what I mean?
Especially in certain cases. 'Cause it's not
Especially
just
when you're
like-
not being fucking professional in a year where like, it's like just like you said, you might not. This might be a lot of these people's only
job.
chance to
Yeah.
be professional. And if other people are fucking trying and you guys are just not, like, I don't know.
No, I feel that 100%.
We have
Absolutely.
mask protocol at our fucking job. Imagine we just had any of our servers or bartenders who like just didn't, who was just so anti-mask.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that these people were, but I'm just saying like they know the rules, and every time you see them, you're like, yo,
Right.
put your mask on. What are you doing? Like, come on, stop.
People
like,
blindly associated him with Christian Bale on the set of the Terminator Salvation when he went off on that one crew member for
that shit's fucking
just
hilarious
walking
too.
in front with a light, which is like a totally different situation. Like, I mean, like, also, yeah, in that case, you should be paying attention, but like, he went into the dude. But this is like we're saying, like, dude, people need this work, and they need some people for the artist standpoint. There is that, like, people need the art to survive, like, that's their craft, that's their passion. But also, people need the fucking crew work, grip work, lighting.
No, yeah, for
all
sure.
That. It's so many fucking jobs.
Hey man, Tom Cruise this is not his first rodeo on a movie set, and I'm sure that he's
He's very on board, too, with
the
his
Mission
production.
Impossible.
yeah.
The Mission Impossible movies, I'm pretty sure have are either a Tom Cruise production company that makes them, or he executive produces the last however many. I'm positive. I don't even gotta
Definitely.
look that up.
No, I
Look
believe
how
so.
involved he is with his crew. He loves them.
Did you guys know that Tom Cruise is supposed to be the first actor to go to space,
Oh, that's right.
and Russia is trying to beat him, or Asia or something? They're trying to send an actor up there to space first. I just read about it yesterday. So that's how serious Tom Cruise takes this shit. All right, this Hollywood shit.
Fuck
Like
yeah, dude.
when I read that, I was just like, yeah, it would be Tom Cruise. I don't really like your whole, religion
Scientology.
thing.
Scientology.
I don't like that whole part of you.
He was on
But-
the Epstein list.
I love those missions.
He's a little kooky.
Yeah, I remember reading about how the fact that Tom Cruise he gets curated news.
What?
Yeah, so he doesn't have actual
Oh,
world
no.
news. He gets fed to him what he wants to hear, pretty much, which could really fuck up a person's worldview. You know what I mean? Could,
No, dude.
Really. I'm sure he's knowledgeable about the COVID shit though. So I don't know. I think he's valid.
Science.
I think he's valid in his anger
Depends what they broke.
when we're talking
Okay.
about millions of dollars, bro. If you're walking around without a mask on in December 2020,
If that's what it
go
was.
fuck yourself.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, though.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
If
like,
they were just happened to be like maybe 5 feet by each other instead of 6 feet.
No, but
I don't know, Tom. But
there's
you know,
no
it's-
way it was fucking that. Who's
Nah, but
walking around
it's
with a
the same way
measuring
where
tape?
like within like WWE, like there's certain wrestlers that was getting pulled off the card because they were going and hanging out, like fraternizing with other people and shit.
Right.
It could be something simple as that, where it's like, you know what, like we got word that you were out at this bar that's like maybe a mile down from the set,
True.
and it's
that's
like,
what
yo,
I'm saying. They
and now
wanted
you,
to party, then
yeah, now yo, and
Yeah,
people
fuck that.
like, yo, if you're working on like big pictures, like, you know what, if you're working, period, and you're taking risks like that.
I was literally gonna say, fuck COVID, pre-COVID. If you sign me onto a movie and I'm moving somewhere for some time to work on this movie or whatever, and inside of these rules or these instructions that you get me, they're gonna be wrong. We all like to break rules, we like to be fun, but we're all professional motherfucking people too. If these rules say,
First and
hey,
foremost.
after this certain time, try not to go out and do these things or don't do this or whatever, I want to keep my job. I also want this paycheck, so I'm gonna do these things. Now think about that in COVID times. If
For
they give you some
everybody else.
protocol
More
or some
serious.
shit, and they're like, "Don't do these things," you're putting everybody in this movie's jobs at risk, and then you do them, any of them,
Yeah.
any of them. You're just,
Because that could also decide the fate of the industry moving forward at all, ever again.
and I could only imagine the people who Tom Cruise is like berating, like having like this smug, like, oh, Tom Cruise,
not a big
the
deal.
world actor is berating me. He's
Oh,
the one
yeah.
scolding me. I'm just like, this is his money. You're fucking with the man's money.
Yo,
You're fucking with everybody around you's money. Like, stop. You know how a fucking how a movie fucking runs. You know what I mean?
There's no time for bullshit.
There's no. Haven't been on a real film set, but I've been like on when we shot Wicked. Like, there is a schedule.
That was close. Yeah, we were in it.
There is don't fuck around.
Yeah, shout
bro.
out Pro Love Visuals. Love
saying
this
shit
guy.
like fucking injuries, or like when actors get injured on the set, that sucks.
Right.
That derails shit.
Right.
So imagine
Someone who's not even important, integral to the
like
thing,
the fucking grip that got everybody infected.
Facts.
Absolutely. That's what happened in what was it? I think it was one of the Koreas. Is it really?
It's probably the southern one.
I was gonna say because north is one where not much goes
Dirty
down. There.
South, dirty South.
I know. I feel very disconnected saying that.
Pretty good. What years?
What in the Korea?
But yeah, like something like 30 people had been exposed to something and they were supposed to quarantine, and the 31st didn't. Went to church. Everybody, and
Oh
then
my
it
God,
spread
dude.
to like
The
fucking
31st
country.
person.
Yeah, dude, Patient 31. Fuck, unless it's a sci-fi original film.
I'll say that's a cool title.
That's pretty funny.
Patient 31.
Street Juice.
Bone Chiller.
Oh.
it's
Street Juice.
I'm not letting Tom Cruise talk to me like that though.
I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
punch him in his middle too.
I'm like, hey, yo, Tom, I
fuck
like
you,
the way you
Tom.
talking
I
at
gotta
me.
flick him in the
I'm
middle
like,
too.
Tom, I heard you fucking short, nigga. Like, fuck you,
No,
bro. I'll
dude,
fight you right
he's saying
now.
that he's like, fuck me, and he grabs you and he goes on the side of a real plane and he goes to the sky and he's like, ah! Like holding you and
right
screaming at
before
you.
he throws me out of the plane, he looks at me. He goes, "I do my own stunts," and he throws me out of the plane.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh
He
shit!"
soars
Tom.
down and just beats you up as he's flying through.
Yeah, the Scientology power is serious.
That
I
would be
feel like
crazy.
that news cycle about the Tom Cruise thing already went away though, which is weird. It was like 4 days, and it was like, I think because maybe there was a little bit of like validity there. I feel like maybe there was something to like. Some people were like, "Yo, Tom Cruise is freaking out," but most people heard it and they were like, "What's he freaking out about?" And they were like, "Oh, I mean, yeah, word. Haven't you heard about what's going
Oh,
on
yeah,
these
Yeah,
days?"
yeah,
Like,
shit, yo, you try to fuck up Tom Cruise check.
shit's fucking crazy these days. I don't know if y'all heard, bro.
Dude, can you imagine like a bunch of people just beating the shit out of you as Tom Cruise is standing there smoking a cigarette?
Then teach him a
That sounds
lesson.
awful, bro.
That's some people's kink.
What?
Reed, you got anything you want to talk to us about?
That's my kink.
Reed likes getting beat up while there's somebody in all black and a beret with black gloves on smoking a bogey.
Thomas Cruise.
Yes, kick him in his tummy.
Kick him in the tummy.
Yo, I thought about something this morning.
What? King?
So Teletubbies, it's because they had like televisions on their tubbies.
Yeah.
This shit is crazy. I
Oh.
first time this morning. I really
You
think.
know, it's pretty wild. Everyone, I think some people know about this one.
What's about to happen? I'm not really sure.
I'm
what's
scared
gonna
now.
happen. I don't really know what's going on, guys. He's reaching for something. Spotify listeners, he's reaching for something. Now things are falling all over the place.
It's PlayStation 2.
He pulled out a PlayStation 2. What are we?
What are you doing?
Is there significance?
Show us this PlayStation 2.
What are you doing? You just turned the logo? Is that what you did?
Is it whole drugs? Is it drugs inside?
What's he doing with the
He's
PlayStation
turning
2?
the logo.
Benny.
He's rotating the logo on the PlayStation.
Oh, are you just like telling us that you can spin the logo?
Yes.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna turn this on.
He's just flexing.
This is a Merry Christmas classic.
Are you
I
good?
got this for
is
Christmas.
Is that a Christmas gift for us?
No,
I got the PlayStation 2 Slim for Christmas one year.
that was good. I feel like that was
That
really
was-
good for us. Either people watching DVDs.
That was the one that opened up. You
Yes.
you said DVDs like John Travolta used now. No, it was pretty good for the people watching
You know,
DVDs.
rocking and rolling and whatnot.
Yeah, I love my DVDs. Yo, are you guys excited for Christmas?
I'm very excited for Christmas.
I want to be more excited for Christmas. I can't lie, but
It's supposed to rain and snow.
COVID
so-
miss.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
if it snows, that'd be cool.
Would.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, it's the first year of my entire life I'm not gonna get to spend it with my parents, which is a bummer. But I get to spend it with my girlfriend Imani, which is awesome.
Woo,
And,
shout out to Maya and Aaron.
yeah,
shout out to
shout out to watching
Philly boys.
There's some Studio Ghibli films down below.
Nice.
But I also just realized first Christmas I'm spending with Gigi.
Gigi.
He's never been there with me for the day. So that's exciting.
What's up? You can give Gigi candy cane snacks.
Yes. Yes. Are you
I
guys
don't know
doing
You just
why aren't
said
you
that.
excited, my friend?
What?
Why aren't you excited for the Christmas, Bob?
Oh, because you know it's like a weird ass motherfucking. It's just like weird. Like
Yeah.
Christmas is on Friday, and the most Christmas music I've heard this month is here, listening to Wham 4 times in a row back to back.
And then Christmas, Wonderful Christmas Time, 3 times.
3
in a row.
times, yeah. I don't know. It's just like it's such a weird Christmas year. Like I haven't gone to any like malls or anything to do shopping to like feel that weird like Christmas feeling or whatever.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about how fucked the vibe was in here earlier because we had those repeating songs and all the lights were off except for the village.
Yeah, dude. Like I walked in and I was like, "Yo, Reed, can you turn the light on, dude?" Well, I'm like rolling a blunt and like drinking like these beers. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's kind of dark for these Christmas songs in here.
The Amazon era, like, and definitely you can still go to stores, not just in 2020, but I mean,
am
like,
going
in
to the
general.
mall tomorrow though.
Nice.
With a mask on.
Yeah,
Which
I
mall?
was gonna say,
I don't know.
I kind of prefer that than getting stuff online because you can go to a place and see all the little cute Christmas shit up and like, oh, I'm out for the holidays. You know, you got them. Hey,
Right.
Merry Christmas. What'd you get? I got. All right, see you later. I told the wife.
Although I will say, taking a couple walks with like 89 or like Cam, like coming back from the podcast, it's pretty cool. They got the Christmas decorations all up though. You know what I mean? Like people did set their shit up outside, which is kind of cool. It's like I don't think about Christmas when I'm at home because it's not like doesn't feel Christmas timey. And then I like walk outside and see some lights, and I'm like, oh yeah,
It's nice.
it's the end of December. It's pretty cool. I feel that.
I actually remember because I think you asked earlier, was it like best Christmas gifts? Was that it?
Best and worst.
Yeah,
Worst.
just
oh,
like
it was me who said
yeah.
goof. But there was a year that Battlefront 2 for the original one, 2005.
We gotta start counting your Battlefront references.
For real.
I like Battlefront.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you've mentioned it 3 or 4 times.
And this
This
one alone.
episode.
Yeah, just in this one.
Well,
Actually.
I mentioned Battlefront 2, the original, and then I mentioned Battlefront 2, the
he's
new,
reviewing now.
and then the old, and then I just mentioned the old, and then I'm just mentioning the old again now, and then I just mentioned the old, and then I die. Anyway, so I got one year I asked for Battlefront 2 for PS2, but the big present was under the tree as this large rectangle. I was like, oh, well, whatever it is, it'll be sweet. Although that's how I feel about presents now. At the time, I was probably like, why is it into the video game? You know, but I opened it up. That's how I said it, by the way.
Yeah, I was gonna make a comment, but
But
I'm glad you
I
did.
opened it up, and it was the guide for Battlefront 2 with Battlefront 2 on top. So like the big
Nice.
width was just that, but like the guide for the whole game with all the weapons and all that shit. Because I used to
That's
do
dope.
that. It's cool.
My mom got me. I might have mentioned this one time, but my mom got me the same Dragon Ball Z Budokai game twice on accident. I wanted Budokai 3, and she got me Budokai 2 twice, and I hated Budokai 2. So when she got it for me again the second time, I was like,
You think you funny?
you're-
I
think you
fucking
funny?
hate this shit, bro. What's up, Casey? What's good, Casey?
My favorite trash man.
What up?
Yeah.
It's Casey, the homie. Is this the first time Casey's ever been
For a
on
banger.
on the podcast?
Yo, you
Look
got
at you,
You got that
Casey.
tape dropping, right? Yeah, we got that new 4-banger tape dropping tomorrow.
Listen to that new 4-banger. That sounds about right. Okay, so we can listen to it on YouTube. Where else can we listen to it at? 4-banger. SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Apple Music, Spotify. We're gonna put a link in the thing
Hell yeah, dude.
so you can listen to that shit. What's it called? Midnight Club X, right? Midnight Club X.
Thank you,
X,
Trap
X,
God.
X, 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 X.
Midnight Club XXX. Get in that thumbnail, Casey. Midnight
Nice,
Club
Nice, dude.
XXX.
Yeah, I did the cover art. Yeah, that shit was dope. We took some initial D shit. We was drifting in the Japanese mountains,
Making that street juice.
making that street juice. Yo, Reed, what time are we on right now?
We are at 1:25. I think that's as good a time as any.
Sounds good to me, boys. Yo, Casey, tell them to like, comment, and subscribe.
You got to do the mic though.
Yo, listen. Bang that like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all catch y'all
All right.
motherfuckers next time.
Thank you, Cuban Casey, on the 34.95.
Farewell.
Guys, thanks for popping in. Have a happy
Peace.
holiday with the Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you
and all your
fucking
holidays.
pieces of shit, and you losers.
Hell yeah, we'll see you next week for the New Year's episode.
Wow, the Jets are beating the Rams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Ah!